Good morning yet again. The limelight hydrangea is starting to bud. Be a few more weeks before they come out. So this is just a little morning walk, pre-vacation garden tour, so to speak. So a lot of these will be dying back by the time I get back, probably. So pretty. So it's not a stellar blueberry harvest, but this is way more than I've ever gotten from the blueberries. And they're still not ripe. Like, they don't all ripen at the same time. And there's not enough berries to enjoy all at once. So the grow bag has done well this year, and the one in the ground has done well as well. But I'm chalking it to variety. I think this variety just isn't a big producer. This was a Beirut County Extension purchase. So I have higher hopes for the ones I just purchased. The Patriot, the Jersey, and the Blue Jay. Can't find the tag. We recently harvested our potatoes. There's still a few left that I left alone because their greens were still healthy. We just put in more tomatoes and they look like they made it through the night. We also planted a few basil, and we're keeping some under cover to make sure they get least bothered. The corn is growing. I plunked in a few more seeds where they have spaces. The okra is going slow, although the weather hasn't exactly been in their favor. It's been hot and then back down to cold. The eggplant is doing really well. The garlic is still here. That's going to be gone in a few hours. I got to harvest that today for sure. And I've got some leaf mold here to throw on the beds afterwards. There's a few volunteers that seeded themselves. The beans are doing well. Nothing has taken them out. I also had a few more seeds that of mung. Mung seems to be the bean of choice this year. So I plunked those in some of the spaces. Over here, there's nothing happening. I'm hoping the rabbit didn't lay any rabbits in there. Otherwise, they're going to be part of the soil. And then here, my transplants of rutabaga and Brussels are still kicking. I seeded some more cantaloupe and watermelon. Let's see if anything comes of that. And in this bed, looks like didn't get bothered overnight, but the night is young, or the day. So we won't know for a while if these will make it through. The zinnias have started to show up. Very interesting petals, definitely. But as a flower, as a whole, I'm like not super impressed. I wish they were bigger. Or is it my fault? The greenery is fantastic, so maybe this bed is too nitrogen rich. But we have more flowers coming through. The daisy's looking good. I think this is Shasta daisy. I've looked at some pictures. Well, it's close to that. This artichoke looks like it's definitely in need of some support. The leaves are not looking super healthy, so I'm gonna have to feed that. Something's been digging around constantly in my aloe bed there. Here's another variety, the lantana, the weed jungle for the asparagus, the beetles, Japanese beetles, love hanging out here, mating. It's very easy to squish them when they're on here. Now these melons are doing well. The chipmunk, I've seen it struggle to get in here, and it has not prevailed. So other than human error, these melons are doing okay for now. Huh. Wind must have come through here because this wasn't such a mess prior. Squishing all the melons. Yeah, the only downside is that they're kind of trapped a little bit by this tool. Or is this the crinoline? This is the crinoline. So it's kind of smashing them down a little bit if they're not super strong. But they're still here, and that's the main thing we want to see. That's the Minnesota midget that I had to reseed. The butternut, no. The blue Hubbard is doing well. Lots of male flowers, no females yet that I can see. Nope. We got echinacea now, blooming, coreopsis. I gotta trim back this wild raspberry. It's getting in the path. The sage has finished blooming. We just planted up this bed. And this plants are so tiny I can't tell if they've made it or not. So the ginger is doing well. And then I had a pantry ginger starting to grow, so I plunked it in there. Now I do realize I'm going to have to get these gingers in the house for winter because they don't have enough growing time outside. The loofahs are still here. They haven't been chewed on. That's great. And the carrots looking good. The cucumbers I've trained them now to figure out the trellis, so they're up there. There's more back there. The Swiss chard. There's a volunteer tomato back there. I don't know what that'll turn into. There's more later variety of cucumber, and where's my Moroccan squash back there. This is finally coming in. Where'd the tag go? I think this is the blue kale. These have been left alone. I think the chipmunks have calmed down. Knock on wood. They're done burying for the moment, digging up everything. Those are also pickling cucumbers, finding their way. I'm hoping to get them up this trellis, but probably not until after vacation. Let's see. So this is the acorn squash, which is a bush, which I forgot. Luckily, or not luckily, I think it'll be fine because these two next to it are vining, so they'll be out of the way as this is sprawling. Oh, and the other blue Hubbard is also vining. So one of this is the honey nut, and the other one is a butternut, I think. And the blue Hubbard over here is doing really well, and it is fruiting already. We got babies. Nothing going on in this bed. The sunchokes and this grape are doing fine. this is coming along really well. The celery, I should harvest some, but I have no need for it at the moment. The celery looks really good, really healthy. And the leeks here, most of them looking good. I need to also fertilize and get them to bulk up. I'm leaving this jewel weed as like a cover to distract whatever likes to nibble on those plants, which nothing really, they just like to destroy them more than anything. We just collected our compost from what, April, May, June, 2 months of compost. The other video, check that out. We also collected some potatoes. No, we collected no potatoes from here because they were all taken away. I put a little jar there of cornmeal and baking soda, hoping that will do the trick. But then it rained a lot, so I don't know if it got just drowned. And then I plunked in my 2 experimental potatoes from the winter, and hoping there'll be seed potatoes there. We also just did a video on the figs. I had taken cuttings from this one as it was dying in the winter, and I buried them, and we had started getting some growth. Let me show you that in a minute. Otherwise, we still have this sunchoke going strong. The raspberries are already gone. It was a heat wave at the time that they were coming on, so they did not survive that very well. Here are my more zinnias. Oh, here's a bunny. There's no less than 4 bunnies. There's more, I'm sure, but there's definitely 4 that I see constantly. Here are more zinnias. That one's a pretty color there. Then there's the red one. So pretty. The ground cherries here are doing well. The one, for some reason, that I put in a cage is doing so much better than the ones that aren't in cages. So I don't know why that would be. Maybe there's just more fertility on this part of the bed versus this part. Not really sure. The cosmos are coming in slowly but surely. They usually get up to 5 feet tall. So hopefully that will still happen. I also seeded some, and they're coming in. I put some more seeds where there were spaces. My comfrey and stinging nettle are doing their thing over there. The scabious are looking also beautiful. I just love how you get the delicate petals in the beginning, and then you get these balls. So cool when they lose their petals. I love this flower. The bee balm hasn't shown any flowers yet. I guess that's a later summer thing. And then we've been harvesting and drying our calendula. Definitely looks like it needs a good harvest today. Also needing harvesting are the lavender. I don't want to miss out on that this year. This is one of my favorite vantage points of the hollyhock. And then you got a columbine with the purple there. But it all started out with the Niagara hollyhock, which is the darker purple. And then the seeds off of it gave us some pinkishness, some lighter pink. This is a darker pink. We got more reddish. This one's really tall. This one's 7 feet, I'd say. Here's one of the lighter pinks. I seeded for the second time more sunflowers. We'll see if those survive. One thing I neglected to show was I planted out. There's snakes in here. The sweet peas along the front of the house here, and I've got the chicken wire to help them climb. So I've got like a dozen sweet pea plants. I also have my honey drop that I planted there, and then these are volunteers. So I didn't know how they would taste, so that's why I seeded more um, of my own honey drop. Let's hope that survives. The sun gold is doing really well over here. This is where I grew it last year. So it's growing really well. Flowers. Is there fruit yet? Thought I saw fruit, but no, that must be a different one. The volunteer cherries are already starting to fruit. And also more volunteers. I've got yarrow growing out of the steps. And I've got marigolds growing up. Here we have a recently harvested and then recently planted basil. I didn't know I put some Thai basil. I think that's what that, no, opal? Whatever, it's a different variety. I didn't realize that I planted, so there's that. The yarrow, always wonderful. Another thing I need to harvest today are the chamomile, as many as I can. I don't know if I mentioned this. So I didn't plant this here, at least not that I know of. I'm guessing seeds washed over here. And I think this is the cumin. I haven't gotten a definite on the plant app. But I think this could be black cumin that I planted a different time. It's a beautiful flower, dainty thing. I've been collecting whenever I can, have any that aren't absolutely littered with the cabbage moth worms. I've been collecting those leaves. I should get on that today. The sage is going strong. My volunteer tomatillo, little tomato, the chia looks great. What's that one? Sesame is hanging on. This we just planted, still here. There's enough coverage to detract anything for now. So we've got Brussels, rutabaga, some flowering things all around. The American spinach is looking good. I still don't believe it's spinach though, so we shall see. Now another thing I need to harvest before it goes to flower is the oregano. It's nice and tall there. The sweet potatoes are doing well. I try to get them out of the fence because I don't want them to get stuck in there. And I also don't want to make sure they're not touching any ground. So I don't want them to try to make bulbs outside of the bag. The rice is growing on well, so is that one. Oh, I finally planted I think this is a Rudbeckia, but a different one. I do want to get a cage around it because I think it's vulnerable to getting eaten. This is my first super success with the lavender. It's doing really well, and the bees are loving it. And it's funny that it's next to this pink toy. So these were my throwaway sweet potatoes. They're getting nibbled on, so they're serving to feed the rabbits. There's a strawberry. The onions are doing well. I've been keeping up on the fertility. I've been calling this, what, burgundy, I think? I think it's red ruby. Red ruby onions. They are bulbing up nicely. Oh my goodness, they look beautiful. I've got more volunteer tomatoes here. Some growing from the ground, some from the bucket. And the seeds I'm trying to make with these onions. They're so pretty. Oh my goodness. There was a garlic in here. What happened to that? I'm going to forget about that, probably. But it's not going to be big. So I think I'll just leave it, and maybe more. We'll have more garlic grow out of there next year. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. The green stalk, I put in more Tiny Tom tomatoes. Tiny Tim. Oh, I keep calling it Tiny Tom. This is close to fruiting. We've got flowers there. What else? Nothing really new. Just the tomatoes. Oh, I could harvest the arugula. I harvested um, lettuce, doing well there. I could get some more Swiss chard. Yeah, I don't feed this enough so that the celery doesn't do so well, but they're still there. They're still food. And we'll end with these. I took the cover off of them because they weren't fruiting as much anymore. So the squirrels, the chipmunk wasn't bothering them as much. Plus, I needed it for something else. Um, I'm just letting that go. Oh, this citronella needs to be potted, but I'll get to that a different time. Oh, I forgot this outside overnight. Geez. This is me drying some calendula flowers. They seem okay. I'll let them dry out today. Hi. Well, I'm just back a few hours now from vacation. We were away for 9 days, a long time. I just checked up on the chickens and gave them some food. And now I'm going to walk the garden, so I'm going to take you along. Show you the chickens first. Now, unfortunately, one of my Easter or green eggers has a bumblefoot that I found out like 2 days before we were leaving, and it wasn't far along that I felt comfortable doing anything with it anyway, and we were leaving, so I couldn't do anything. Period. So I got to take care of her today. Get that situated. She's starting to get picked on, which is probably part of having that lameness in the foot. It's a staphylococcus bacteria that's attacking her foot, and it happens to the best of them. So hopefully, I can get it out without too much of a problem. All right, down to aside from everything being overgrown, I guess we got some rain, so that's good. Let me get in here. The corn blew up. It was, at my ankles when I left, and now it's definitely past knee high. So knee high by the 4th of July was achieved for the most part. It's almost waist high, so there's enough time for these to come to. Usually September is when I get them. The okra finally grew. Oh my gosh, it took forever to finally get some height on these. Oh, but the eggplant is also definitely grew. It's now outgrown its cage, so I'm gonna have to remove that. The garlic bed is resting. Let's see, we've got some bean activity, still overgrown, some marigold activity. I gotta trellis the tomatoes for sure. Oh, this one's flopped all over the ground. This is a Marzano. There's a marigold. That's on this side. Some potatoes are still potatoing, still alive. My blueberries. Looks like something got through this. The mesh is all out of whack. What happened here? Gonna fix that. This is looking sad. This grape, but the collard green next to it. The volunteer is doing fine. All right, all the blueberry plants are still here. These tomatoes got knocked down, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I got to do some work on this. Daisy's looking good. I take back what I said about the zinnias. They're finally looking like something useful. There we go. My lantana, what happened? It must have really gotten dried out before it rained, but it's still alive, so it'll come back eventually. Oh my gosh. My aloe, on the other hand, is getting ransacked. What is going on? I'm down to one. There was a whole bunch of aloes in here. Oh my god. Guess I'm going to have to bring that inside. All right, let's go. Let's go around here. The asparagus. What's left of... Okay, we still have... Looks like the majority of the melons. That one got attacked, my moon and stars. So that's set back. But everybody else... Oh, there's a bunny. Everybody else is still here. We've got flowers on the honey rock already. Okay, good. Oh, we had flowers also on... Which one was this one? Gristeren and nope. Okay, those two melons. How we doing on the Blue Hubbard? Lots of flowers. Oh, the fruit that was coming has been attacked, so no fruit there. Let's go back up. Whoa, that's crazy how gigantic these have gotten. The summer squash is ridiculously leafy. I see some baby squash down there. I get to trim this. I see two. Okay, the squashes are coming. This is all like shading out the beans now. The peppers are gigantic. Jeez, what happened to the peppers? See, all you gotta really do is leave, and then your plants will grow. Because if you just, it's like what is it? Watching water boil doesn't boil. But if you leave, it will. So these are, look how gigantic. I mean, I fed them before I left, but oh, I didn't feed the beans because the beans have their own nitrogen, but I fed some stuff. This is ridiculous. Let's see what else is ridiculous. Okay, some cherry toms are coming in. Ooh, we got shishito. We got shishito down there. I didn't see if we had any other fruits. And I see flowers. I don't see fruits. Oh, I do see a fruit. What is that? What do we got down here? Oh, we got jalapenos, I think. Can't see the thing, but I think these are the jalapenos. That doesn't look like jalapenos. Oh, there's something. What are these? The tag says sweet banana. Okay, these are sweet bananas. Nice. Nice banana. What else? Anything else? I see a volunteer tomato, looks like. All right, back to here. Yeah, these are all just trying to save seeds for the spinach. So that's what these are. Over here, more devastation of the kohlrabi. But was there anything? Oh, that doesn't look like the red acre cabbage. That looks like a kohlrabi. It's doing very well. Now the plants I just planted, the rutabaga, is still there, I think. I think it's still there, so that's good. So I thought these were cabbages, but these look like kohlrabi. That's weird. I mislabeled, I guess. So kohlrabis are coming from these two, but not from those yet. There's a nice parsley little thing here. All right, this was a gamble, but it looks like it's paid off. Not too much damage. We still have most of the little plants that we put in. So what was this? I can't remember. What did I write there? The ashwagandha still there. What the heck? Brussels sprout. Okay, there's still Brussels sprouts. What's this say? A rutabaga. Okay, good. We still have hope for that. This is not
Oh, this is always what rhubarb looks like at this time of year. I can't tell if any flowers survived. I think the foxglove's still in the ground, but I can't tell what else. This ginger pot is doing fine. This ginger pot isn't showing any life yet, but I'm pretty sure it's okay too. The loofah has climbed significantly. That's good. So did this one. Wow, this one did really well. And the carrots, how are the carrots doing? Looks fried. A little bit of fryness. Um, but yeah, it's still early for this, so that's fine. Let's go see about the cukes. The cukes have grown up the trellises. I see, yep, I see baby cukes coming on. I see, let's see, what else? Oh, this one did not make it. This is a Moroccan squash, looking big, healthy. These greens have made it, still have leaves. These also exploded. My acorn squashes, butternut, uh, stuff are doing well. Oh, this is on the ground. I gotta get this trained up. Ouch. I saw a fruit there. I think that was the acorn. Yep, the acorn squash. This butternut. Oh no, this is not butternut. This is the blue Hubbard. The blue Hubbard is doing well. I thought there was a fruit further down. Maybe that didn't survive. But there's at least two. And this plant is up to the trees. Oh my goodness. It was just like 4 foot vine when I left. And now it's up there. There's also cucumber vining. Has it vined out already? It looks like it's vined out. And we will be getting a lot of fruit from there. I need to retrain that. The sunchokes doing their thing. This grapevine is doing well. That's great. Oh, there's lots of cobwebs I'm walking through. Oh no, the leeks. The leek has bolted. I hope not too many leeks have bolted because that would make it useless. There's a lightning bug, but the celery is still good. Most of the leeks are doing fine. I barely see them from all the jewel weed. I will thin that out. Yeah, we'll have to go through and look at that again after I've done a bunch of clearing. Ooh, look at this. That's pretty. That's all the zinnias now in bloom. The different colors popping out. Oh no, dang it, the ground cherry fell over. I do want to get to fixing that. Here's some cosmos. Very strong orange. There should be some purple, but I don't know. Some of the seeds I put in recently are coming up. So that's good. Let me go fix that ground cherry that fell over. So this has fruit. Oh, I did get a fruit from my balcony one. My balcony one gave me fruit before I left. So they're ready. But yeah, the zinnias are now showing up and they look great. That's just, this is nice. Come on, focus. There we go. Like painted, paint brushed. That's so cool. Oh man, that's awesome. This one, it's like coral peach. That's nice. All right, what we got left? We've got our calendula, plenty to harvest. My one scabiosa in its crunchy stage. The bee balm still hasn't flowered. Yeah, I gotta pick on the lavender this week. They're already on their way out. The hollyhocks are on their way out. Remnants. We've got remnants of hollyhock still. Oh, any beans survive? I don't think so. I just saw a vole there. Let's see. I mean, some beans are still here, but I don't know how long. For how long? 2 cucumbers. It's not the best situation for them there, so they're not growing very good. The pumpkin, New England pie pumpkin, is here and doing okay. Gave us some growth there. The Big Max is also doing really well in the pot. No fruit yet. We got flowers though. But the ones I planted in ground, I guess I didn't fertilize enough because they are not doing well at all. I did lose the one blackberry. It must have gotten too hot and dry, and then that was it. So nothing there. Oh, it looks like the cannas that I overwintered from my friend are alive. So I'm not very good at overwintering things, but these have survived. So now I gotta remember to pick them up in the winter. Yay. I think I'll leave one in and see if it survives the rather mild winter we had. And then it could just be perennial. So that's cool. All right, back here is a lone apple that I'm hoping survives. It's in a little baggie. I can't really get a good look at it because of all the nanny berry bushes still there. Can't tell if it's already gotten eaten or not. But that's the big project, is these nanny bushes. They have gone out of control. They need to be summer pruned because it's too much. Plus, my second round of seeding sunflowers doesn't seem to have yielded anything. So, wow. No sunflowers again this year. The echinaceas are in full bloom. So I'm definitely saving the seeds for this and spreading that everywhere. It did rain while we were away, so my baby lettuce did okay in their container, and they're growing well. The garlic, some fell down from the weight. They're all still there. This sun gold has got fruit on it, so won't be long now. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a bug, some kind of bug dragging another bug, which made it look extra big. Something with wings dragging a, looks like a spider. Am I even zoomed in? Oh, there we go. Anyway, proceed. I think, yeah, I planted another honey drop and that's gone. So I'm relying mainly on the volunteers and hoping that they taste as good as the original. And this is a crazy mess. Yeah, the yarrow is always falling over. Still haven't figured that out. What I planted before I left, looks like there's been a lot of digging here, disturbance. This looked like it survived. What's over here? Yep, that survived. This volunteer tomato might not survive. I might take that out. And I think, yeah, what I planted before I left looked like surviving. The chamomile is ridiculous. More marigolds have coming up. The whatchamacallit, I'll get to it. Never mind. There's some sage, volunteer. This one's fallen over. That's the end of that. Hollyhocks, they're going to be seeding soon. Oh, didn't realize these were like pinkish. That's pretty. What's over here? Just a volunteer tomatillo and more chamomile to harvest. This is chia. No flowers or anything yet. This is the black sesame. So that's the one main that survived. We've got seeds from the cilantro, it looks like, so we have coriander. All right, what survived in here? Doesn't look good. The flowers, yeah. The rutabaga, maybe one left, and no Brussels sprouts. Well, nope, I don't know what that one. No, I think that's possibly just radish. I don't think the Brussels sprouts made it. But there might be one rutabaga left. But the, what's that called? Amaranth is doing fine. But I see a lot of digging, so I failed in my pest proofing. Obviously, wasn't very good at that. All right, chia chia. I had cut down the foxglove. The wild mustards are going to seed. Give those to the chickens. The collards are getting eaten up. All right, let's see how the sweet potatoes are doing. And the rice. I think I see rice. The rice, have rice. It's ricing. Cool. The rice is ricing. Sweet potatoes are exploded. I can't even see the pots anymore. That's great. Lots of green. Yep, plenty of rice in that pot as well. All right, that's good. That's good. And over here, yep, we gotta get that harvested. So these keep getting eaten, which I pretty much expected, so that's fine. These strawberries also being eaten up. Onions. Let's see how we doing on these. I got to weed. We got some nice size. I can't see to the burgundy or red ruby, not burgundy, red ruby. Some good size in there. But yeah, I have to get in here. I think the spacing could definitely be more if I'm going to do this again here next year. Need to space them out more. Some more volunteer cherry tomatoes, my onions that I like, supermarket onions. There's a garlic. Where did that go? There's a garlic in here too that I was gonna let just go. I think it's down there. All right, that's looks like that. Oh, the green stalk. What's happening with the green stalk? Anything? The tiny Tim is giving me a fruit. So that's coming soon. So I thought these were going to be faster, but they're not. They're just the same time as everybody else. But the ones I transplanted are alive and well. There's still some lettuce. Should be bolting by now. I would imagine it's about to. Yeah, they're getting tall. But they did us good. Oh, the strawberries are a mess. Oh, we've got some Swiss chard coming back. I had taken the suckers out when I left on these strawberries, and they are back again. All right, that's it. That's everything, I think. I found the Blue Hubbard from this one. It's right there. The only other place I didn't get to was over here, but there's nothing really here except for the echinacea and some wildness on these berries. Oh, do we have wild raspberries? Oh, the raspberries are here. Oh my gosh. Yay. Oh, these are so good. Oh, these are awesome. These are perfect. Let's see. No bugs, thank you. All right. Oh, they're perfect. Oh my gosh. I at least came home to something at the right time. And the magnolia is blooming again. Thought it was still early, it's still hot. But there's lots of nice flowers. This is exploded. Look how big these are. Oh my goodness. Oh, so pretty. The limelight still hasn't come up though. That's weird. But it's coming. I see flowers. Well, I don't even know where to get started. But definitely the chicken. Chicken, once the sun goes down and everybody's calm, then I'll catch her and try to take care of her foot. We'll see how we do. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to y'all again soon. So I'll harvest more.